Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor with Internal Revenue Service. Welcome to my YouTube station. It's the home of the 3-minute or 4-minute or less video. I get through this quick. I'm going to be speaking today about when your parents die and they owe tax, what happens. I have had many people follow up with questions, so I'm going to try to include them in this video. I worked at IRS for 10 years. I was a teaching instructor. I was a revenue officer. I've worked thousands of cases. I've been in private practice for 40 years. Next week, I will have been doing this for 50 years. I know, congratulate me. Okay. I've been in the national news many times. You can see all my videos on Newsmax, News Nation, CNN, Fox, ABC, The Briefing Room on 777irs.com. I do encourage you to go there. So I have a whole team of former IRS agents on staff, by the way. We do resolution work, and if you call me, you speak directly to me. Anyway, at the end of the day, a lot of people are shocked that their mom and dad died, their one parent died, and they owe tax, and they're getting a bill from IRS, and people just do not know what to do with that bill, and many throw it away. And then one day, all of a sudden, they'll get a letter, or maybe someone will drive by their house, but right now they're sending out letters. Revenue officers can't knock on doors, but I used to, or they can. In some exceptions, they can. They're going to ask for a financial statement, or they may go over the estate or probate or whatever, and they're going to find out what happened to those assets. Because the money was still owed to the IRS, the debt doesn't go away because you are. When it says death and taxes, it's both in this case. Yeah, they're going to follow up, and there's always a car, there's always a bank account, and as a former agent, I would go out and say, hey, I want you to tell me, I'm going to give you a financial statement, tell me what your parent had at the time of death. I had in a couple cases which were sad, both died at the same time, but usually in most cases you either have a mom or a dad left. Well, what's going to happen in that case? Well, I would go ahead and I would say, okay, here's a financial statement. Was there a house? Was there a car? Was there a bank account? Was there a life? What was left? What was left? So someone's going to have to give me a financial statement, who's ever in charge of that estate or those affairs, and I'm going to follow the assets. I had a couple cases where the kids just took the cars. Well, you can't just take the cars when there's actually tax debt owed. Now, I will tell you, in cases when the automobiles are worth $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, generally IRS isn't going to chase those cars. But if you have a car of substance and it's going to be paid off, and many times your parents' cars may be paid off, IRS is going to say, we need proof, we need the money back to apply toward the debt. IRS has legal remedies to get that back. IRS can file a nominee lien against you, place it against you, and then go after the vehicle if in fact they want. They have other legal remedies to go after. I'm only going to talk about the nominee today. So I just want you to know, if your parents die and you get a bill from IRS, or you have unfiled returns, IRS may file those returns if they have W-2s and 1099s. You are going to have to clean that little mess up there, because if you drive a car away, IRS could. I used to go ahead, get that nominee lien, and I'd go ahead and I'd have a tow truck pulled up, and as soon as that car was on the street, boom, we would take those cars away. They're probably a little easier today, I know they are, but I just want you to know you're going to have to deal with the debt. So anyway, when you get the bill and you need to know what to do and you need representation, you just heard the truth from a former agent. Call me. Anyone calls my office, they only talk to me. I made sure it's that way because I don't want anyone to. I want everyone to know the truth. Anyway, give me if you would, please give me a subscription if you would. I'd really appreciate that, because that helps me. And if you want other questions, just ask me on my page, and if I can get to it, I will. Thank you.